Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. They'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, Trubisky. And that's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Second and 10, it's Trubisky again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down. They go play action here on first down. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Let's go, let's go.
Trubisky now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first and 10.
Lock in, lock in. Go, 180.
Trubisky to throw again. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. Second and 10 now. Ryan. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the sack pushes them back, and now third and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Call that a 25-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Bears take over. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey, 18. Gotta go. Move.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He'll let it go deep for Freeman. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bears in good field position to start out, 1st and 10.
Hey, gotta go. Lock in. Come on, gotta go.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Looking deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Robert Alford. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Tuesday. Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jonathan Bullard in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now it's Trubisky. And his throw is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On third down, Trubisky. He hits White, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
On first down, they run with Howard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
On second down, Trubisky. He leaves this one for Howard. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So he got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Falcons on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. They go play action now. Ryan. Flushed out right. Now he's going to go up top. Over. Oh, wide open. Complete. takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play on third down for the Falcons. 43 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
21.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. Yeah, he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. It's Coleman here. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for me.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey, 18.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's White. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pick up there, 26 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in, frankly. And this is caught. It's White for a Bears touchdown. Kevin White from 21 yards away. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Parkey adds the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that kicks first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Finding some room at midfield. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 48 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll toss it to Coleman. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the here's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, look at that. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token play.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They begin the drive with Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And Strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
It's caught. Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Ryan wants to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, a 22. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking deep for Julio. And this is taken in at the 5. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Ryan will throw again. The quick slant caught, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mohamed Sanu from 4 yards out, and the Falcons will extend their lead. The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.